So, on to final day, trial 4. Oh lordy.
I believe it's the last day.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can.
February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. This is the defendant lobby number 2, alright. But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? Almost seems as if...
Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Ooh.
Oh, Edgeworth!
Edgy boy.
Hi! Hi.
Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7777777 ID number is, that is.
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday was because I blacked out and forgot everything. It's really because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True, not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes right, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
But you didn't do it!
I don't fucking care. I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her.
I'm trying something new today, Phoenix. I'm trying to be... empathic. Whatever that means. The truth.
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you.
I take offense.
If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
That's a good plan for the defense. You can't charge her with being guilty, because if you do, then
You won't know anything.
you won't know.
It's damaging to my case.
If you decide that my defendant is guilty, I'm gonna cry.
I will cry. Do not fuck with me.
I'll cry in court. I'll do it. I have no shame.
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gann has on her, it's now. February 25th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 9.
Rabble.
Apple.
Alright, who wants to judge?
Yeah,
You want to
Mike.
judge?
God, what? You keep getting multiple voices for judge.
Judge has no consistent voice.
Sure.
She's a community figure.
I mean,
What do I want to do? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. I need to stand.
why don't you do that before you start playing?
I don't know.
Right.
Comfortable sitting.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Edgeworth.
Are you eating something, Mr. Edgewood?
Is that...
Yeah,
Edgeworth,
he's nuts.
is that a crispy chicken sandwich from Popeyes? Not a sponsor?
No, you absolute dunce. It's my cornbread.
Ah.
Did you
Oh,
bring
yeah,
it up
no,
in the
that's-
rest of the
Ring,
courtroom?
ring.
Ah, yes, there's no,
Don't answer that.
There's no
Call
Faye
for
around
Mr.
to steal
Edgeworth.
it.
Call for
Do
Mr.
not.
Edgeworth.
No.
Not now.
This is the judge's office. How can I help you?
Hi, I heard that Edgeworth made some more cornbread. Think you
Yeah,
can sell some?
Bailiff, stop that. Hang up.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have a call on your cell phone.
Shoot, I told you never to call me in this line.
He's actually just like calling across the courtroom.
Cornbread for Maya. Cornbread for Maya.
Anywho, just a fast cornbread incident. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement.
What's that?
Goddamn cornbread. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make.
Chief can't. Why did he just fade in? Why did he just fade in?
How does he
It's beyond your understanding there, Phoenix boy.
Did you want to do Gant, Connor? I can understand Gant if you want to do the judge, vice versa, flip, whatever you're feeling.
I can do Gant. That's fine.
Okay.
I think I went for a Hugh Neutron on accident.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's sort of done Hugh Neutron at this point.
Yeah. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hi, Aji. Been back into the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough as it is at my work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this pool of yours?
Pool? Delvana, that is to say. The defendant. Oh, that's worse.
Pulling these nuts across your face.
Lana has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
She wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
Oh boy.
What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
No.
Well, I give it my best shot.
Huh?
I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. With this real
No,
knife.
Lana!
Rabble!
Objection!
Like smells in here.
You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright,
You're
I'm
fired.
afraid I'll have to use... Yes, you're fired. I'll have to use my ultimate weapon. My scarf. I no longer require your service. Actually, yes, you are fired. I no longer require your service.
But, Lana!
Can't do that. I'm
Your
the main
Honor.
character.
I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed. It appears there's no further need to continue this trial. Even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
Ugh. This can't be happening.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... Objection. Objection?
One moment, Your Honor. Something's not right.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. And if I can't prove someone's guilty, then they may not as well be guilty. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come on now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy? Keep your mouth shut.
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Cat. Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me to be.
But I called you edgy boy.
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to... Sorry.
Obvious to you what, boy?
Sorry, hairball. It's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh. To who?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye.
Yeah. I don't care.
Your voice is weak. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right? Right, Chief Gat? Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided
Wait.
to take the horse by the reins.
Where is she?
There's
Where's
a
she
horse.
been?
The horse!
Hello.
Say nothing.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. If you have one.
Constipated.
My name is Emma. Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator.
That'll do.
Occupation.
2 years ago.
You could have just said student, but okay.
Student.
I'm under a lot of duress now, Mr. Wright.
You encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Bark killings.
Believe it's.
I think that says dark again, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is this correct?
Yes.
It's
I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
Well, I need you to remember this immediately, right now, all of your trauma. I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Oh, that was a nicer way you said it the second time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, Your Honor, if Bruce Goodman was a time traveler like I still suspect, then it most certainly is.
Good for nothing time traveler.
It's okay. The idiot voicing me thought I had mind reading powers at one point.
That time traveler cuts my wife, I swear.
Well, okay then.
Sure gave it best.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago in excruciating detail.
Okay, I liked it nicer the first time, Mr. Edgeworth.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun.
What the fuck does that mean?
Time travel.
It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial.
Oh, you see, the truth is important because it's in red.
Yes.
2
Witness testimony.
years ago.
Well, what if you're colorblind?
I was waiting in my sister's office that day.
Hold it.
A man came running in and took me hostage. I didn't know the color of his shirt because I'm colorblind. Neil Marshall rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
An
A
onion.
man raised his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest. Again, I couldn't tell what color their shirts were. I'm colorblind.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's less good.
Very good.
I passed out. Understandable. Have a nice day.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. What does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
Well, you see, Judge, I'm still trying to piece this together.
Nothing. I was hoping Phoenix would
Jeez,
right,
I was
would raise
hoping
an objection.
That will soon that will soon become apparent, Your Honor. I must build dramatic tension.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence, but a flair for the dramatic.
Emma Sky, I was hanging out with my sister, Phoenix. Objection! You don't have a sister!
You don't have a sister? What do you mean? She's the defendant. Objection, not anymore. She fired me.
I was fired as her sister.
Therefore, she does not exist to me.
Objection. She won't be in Phoenix Wright 2 now.
I miss you, Lana.
Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
Okay.
But the defense is
I'm
now
sorry,
Lana.
Emma.
There is no defense. There's no defense, only attack lawyers.
Hold it.
2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Are you mocking my voice?
No.
Well, yeah, she was second in command under the deputy chief of police, Cat. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
Objection's par at best.
Yes, I do remember when she used to be good. Yes.
That's pretty backhanded, Mr.
You
Judge.
said that's not me. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair.
I believe they shared the same office.
That's right, same water bottle too.
Ew.
I just realized her pin is just like a giant O face.
Yeah.
I'd always sit at my sister's desk.
Well, if you always sat at your sister's desk, how did she ever sit at her desk?
Trick
She
question.
did it.
She
I dreamed
played
about
the
playing
piano.
that organ.
I'm sorry, the organ.
Why is that organ so big?
I wanted to play it that day too.
Never mind that. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day.
Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work.
But she never did.
Mama.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, good. Take your time, Mr. Wright. I'll just stand there and blink
Really depressed.
while I hold on to my bag strap.
Very aggressively.
Sorry, I'm a little neurodivergent, so just, gripping onto things just helps calm my nerves.
No, sorry, I'm just banning another fucking bot that is fucking responsible for hate raids. So none of that fucking shit.
Get out of here.
None of that shit.
Asshole.
Get it. Scram God get.
Into the
Put him
hole.
on trial and smack his nuts.
Hold it. A man.
Yes, Joe Dog. He was a serial killer.
Oh, cereal.
Captain Crunch never stood a chance.
Joe Blark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony.
Joe Quark.
Only Paul Mall Cop could stop him.
Yeah, I was thinking. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Imagine the judge looked at his head after ripping a fat one. It's just like, oh fuck.
This is harder than I thought it would.
Fuck.
Objection.
Upon fleeing the room, Quark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up instead of down where it should. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
Hold on. What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were 2 people present during Flark's questioning.
Are you just running through the alphabet?
Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Almost forgot about Gant.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award.
The stupid
Not
name
anymore,
of the
since
one.
I'm now the queen of prosecutors.
Look how incredibly young he is. A young Texan. Young and dedicated.
And Texan.
And Texan.
How we determined they're not actually from Texas?
I don't
No,
know.
they are.
He
Probably.
went
No, they're
straight
not.
to
They
the
saw it
questioning
TV
room
specials.
after the ceremony.
Also, everyone say hi to Mike, because he's sad he can't be here this week.
Hello,
Mike.
Mike. Hey, Connor.
Sorry. Stuff opening. I'm making my way there.
Make him away.
Downtown.
I assume that would,
I'm still bald.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Drake, or Dark.
Drake.
I'm,
Drake and Josh, how did you
I'm
do
very
it?
sorry. This was partially my fault.
It's Drake and
What?
Dark.
It's
When,
Drake
when,
and Dark.
when Squawk grabbed me, I thought I was good instead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, or this man's name apparently, but
No, you said it correctly.
Yeah, I heard it fine.
Oh, you mean Park? Yeah.
Yes.
No, no, you said it right.
I feel like I'm having an aneurysm.
Oh, his name is Bob.
Yeah, Bob Quark.
Oh.
Alvin. Why will you never forget?
Why would
Why would,
I don't know the answer to that, Mr. Ray.
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Mark. Just then the lights went out.
Oh my.
Mark,
Hell yeah.
Mark with it.
The lights went out and then it was dark.
The
What?
lights?
Joe Dark.
Yes, Your Honor. Lights are a form of, well, anyway.
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out.
Wait a minute. It was pitch dark in that room. You shouldn't have been able to see anything.
Don't you mean
lightning
pitch
flash?
dark?
No.
I'm so confused.
Jerk.
Right, but then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image on the screen of my mind.
Yes, of
What makes
Mr.
you
Joseph
flashing?
A. Shark.
Stop.
Yes.
I see.
You're taking all the letter.
I'll never forget his stellar performance in Jaws.
Mr. Totally A. Shark.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective.
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective
There were
Brewster.
4
The
detectives.
victim.
He was the head detective.
Stop.
Was he?
Oh, well, she's having a tough time. I think we should stop.
So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago.
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw.
Yes, but at the time the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture. Yes, I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Oh,
Never.
this picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
It was on the list of evidence.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, you mind, or yes, I can?
Yes.
Stop. Yes, you can.
Hold it! Yes, you may!
Ah,
I'm
thanks.
so fucking confused.
I thought your name was Maya.
Who's Maya? Why does everyone keep talking about Maya?
You drew a
Just let me
picture.
be my own person, goddammit!
You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes.
Man, blinking
Forget about
must
that.
suck.
That's strange. I
Does it
took over
almost
the
feel
case.
like nothing changed at all?
No.
You ever feel like a plastic bag blowing through the wind?
Hey, look.
I'll be referencing
Not
Pompeii
Katy
and Katy
Perry
Perry here. I'm
Both.
under a lot of duress.
Yes.
Or judge, please. That's
Judge,
strange.
judge the boombox. Play objection funk.
No.
Uh,
I know it's a sweet bop, but come on.
Ba-da-bop-bop.
I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died. Yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken.
But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it. I swear with all my heart.
This picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. Guess I should
Picture
check
that
the
Emma
evidence
drew.
again.
Well, anyway, let's continue. This scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us?
The man. The man raised his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
Hold it!
are you sure about that?
That must have been a real shock.
Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly.
Tell us. What were you doing at that very moment?
Scream crying. Thank you. Bye.
Singing and shitting my pants, Your Honor.
I believe you testified that Joe Clark was holding you hostage.
Didn't you already do that one?
No.
When lightning struck and the lights went out,
And his
Mr.
blood.
Marshall jumped on Stark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie. But Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can.
Where's the picture?
Alright. Okay.
Back at the beginning.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Time to check the evidence for a picture.
Check the mountain of evidence you have.
It's on
Yes.
the back of
That list. Yeah, flip it around.
Because nobody flips over paper in this game.
Correct. A picture is drawn on the back of the evidence list in magic marking.
You killed him with chalk.
Got a very bad feeling about this.
Or an eraser.
That's a Wii remote, you guys. Come on.
Alright, so
Actually, it is violent.
I drew a picture, but it seemed to have been lost. Actually,
No, hold it.
fucking hold it real quick.
Hold it.
Wait.
Phoenix! Abuse time!
Oh, okay.
Be
Yeah,
quiet,
we'll do
Emma.
it.
It's not the time.
Objection. Mr.
Hey, what happened to the music?
This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence.
What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
saying is that the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident.
What's on the
Please
back?
turn it over, Your Honor.
Turn it over. What the fuck does that? Who? What is this?
It's googly moogly.
Hang on. Wait. Can we turn it a little more?
You are all
No.
absolute idiots.
Edgy boy.
Yes.
Yugi boy.
What is that?
Hey, that's it! That's the picture I drew! Rabble!
Look stupid.
Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here. Wrestling?
That's clearly not wrestling, Your Honor. I should know. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Huh? Hey! These lists. There. They're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one.
Oh my god, the judge can do math.
You can see the marks here, where they were torn apart from each other.
More than one of me?
So you see, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yep.
it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What?
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
What do you think they're having for lunch?
Order! Order!
Pasta?
But Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
What? Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor!
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Oh, fucking god.
Objection, he can't be that dumb.
Yeah,
Nobody turns over paper.
that's quite conceivable, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's possible, though I always thought paper was one-dimensional. What?
There's no
How did you get here?
What kind of voice?
Well,
Let's...
well,
You gotta say it.
I'm confiscating this for the prosecutor's evidence.
It's a drawing of the sexy green M&M, Your Honor.
Is something wrong? Is something wrong?
Mad
Mamma
Ray!
mia.
Oh shit, that's pretty terrifying.
Do you even have to ask?
Apparently.
He's quaking.
Sorry, Your Honor. I had a little bit of a meltdown there. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list, but it just says, fuck you, Edgeworth. It's that thing.
The blue badger?
Badger!
Oh god, here's
hate this.
where it goes off the fucking rails, isn't it?
This is
I hate this.
Oh
This
my
is
God, is
pretty
the
damn
murderer.
good.
It's supernatural, I'm telling you.
That thing!
Oh god, the music's playing in the background.
It sure is.
How funny would it be if it came to life and just murdered the judge?
Welcome to a nightmare. Welcome to a nightmare.
Not a 5 note everybody's doing.
Ding was dancing in the evidence room.
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
I guess he was out of scrap paper.
Oh, it's side by side.
Come to the conclusion everybody in the Ace Attorney universe is a fucking idiot.
Yes, 100%.
Incompetent, yes.
Holy shit.
List of evidence in the SL9 incident. Half of this list was found in Gant's desk.
The
Well,
only smart
Judge.
person is dead.
Seeing as how I was able to turn over my piece of paper and found a drawing, then it seems like Edgeworth's piece of paper might have a drawing on the back of it. Now that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. You can't turn over.
You can't turn over paper. There's nothing on the other side. It's one-dimensional.
One-dimensional. Very well. Witness, will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
What about the blue badger?
No.
Yeah,
We shall never speak of that again.
The blue badger is a demon and shall never be spoke of.
wait, Sonic the Hedgehog?
A
Yes.
demon like Gan?
Whoa, wrong company. This is Capcom.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. Emma's picture.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
No, that's the evidence. That's the picture.
The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see was shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
Thanks to that,
Almost
though,
like-
she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Shark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Stick figures.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Okay.
Can we look at the
Alright.
whole picture attached to itself now?
No, hold it.
No.
Hold it. Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky.
2 or 3 days later. The memory should still have been fresh in your mind.
Excuse me, witness. But, can you please tell us why this picture is painted is painted all black?
That's why.
Alright. So at the time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue.
No, I couldn't see him clearly. Lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor.
You were knocked to the floor.
I'm sorry. Margrethe II of Denmark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
I'm just glad she wasn't hurt.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
Wait, so the onion head is not dark, but it's the guy Marshall? Because that's definitely not Marshall.
No, it's probably Gant just from like a very obscure angle.
Yeah.
Possibly. Hold it! You mean, you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry.
That's impossible. You were right there. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. That's what lightning does. Not only that, the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this girl any further, Phoenix Wright?
What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
That's what I said.
I feel like I'm being tortured by a lot of people today. Anyway, this picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Hold it. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is the exact scene.
Wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives?
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
No,
You're not a
no,
detective.
of course not. You better watch out. We might find some way to cut my salary.
Not more than that.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. So I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Huh? Oh, well, now that you mention it,
I can't believe you.
that's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Is there? Is there really?
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
Well, what about the badger?
Oh, it's a leap year. That's the contradiction. It's been 3 years.
Can we rotate it?
Put the no.
But the Blue Badger was just the one who actually murdered them.
Whatever was the boss, or Gant dressed up as the Blue Badger.
Saw in that instant.
So, there's a contradiction here?
I guess. The game is apparently telling us there's a contradiction.
Yes. missed something.
Can you go over what it's?
all
This
she
picture
gets is
shows
the
exactly
knife.
what I saw in that instant.
So it has to be something with the picture itself. Which is exactly what I
Yeah.
saw in that instant. Something
Here.
with the knife you said enters?
Maybe just get like, you know, because said she could only see the shadows, but she has the knife clearly drawn.
Yeah.
It might be like presenting the picture so low and pointing at it.
Yeah, hold on. Let's present
Wait.
the picture first. Yeah, what's up?
Wait, close the evidence thing for them to look at the picture.
Wait, what was that?
Can you close the evidence bar to look at the picture again?
Yeah.
Is
It's
he
also-
holding a knife or is he holding the jar thing?
It looks like he's holding like the trophy kind of, because you can see
'Cause-
like the one part of it.
Yeah, and the knife thing
It's a little vague because
isn't actually drawn in all black like everything else.
Yeah.
It's just the outline.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a little vague because their hands are like ginormous
Yeah.
in
It
this
also
vague
makes sense
drawing.
for
But you're
trophy,
right.
and that's the reason why they got
So-
rid of the knife.
I was
part
just
of it.
because
think-
if you look at it behind the text bar right now, it looks like the bait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, hold on. Let's do the knife first. And then if not, we'll try the picture because Blue Badger has something to do with it.
You safe scummed it, right?
Yeah, it did. The witness's
Nope.
statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor! God damn it.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright,
Fuck.
by an explosion of a small bar.
Alright, so now the picture. Nope. Nope.
I got a nosebleed. Anybody else?
Okay.
I had.
My head's totally spinning. I'm so traumatized.
But just the weather.
Something is wrong with the picture.
Can you press the last statement again?
Yeah. Hold on. Through exactly what you saw. Wasn't influenced in any way from talking detectives. Edgeworth.
You're wrong.
No, of course not. Better watch out. Cut my salary.
Wait,
Especially before I heard anything from the detectives. Anyone's story would have influenced me. Tell me about this picture.
Can you show the other half of the picture where it's the blue badger itself instead of just
No.
the stabbing part? No.
What? Can you look at your evidence thing again? Sorry, I didn't. Also, I wasn't here last time, so I didn't know what else new we might have.
Clearly a contradiction.
I can definitely see the weirdest thing about this picture is just from an immediate look is that the fact that the knife isn't shaded in at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That might just be like
Weird. But
aesthetic.
like, yeah, it's weird, but I don't really think it's a whole lot
Yeah.
of something.
What's on the corners? Why are the corners?
I think it's
not what I
because
meant to do.
I think it's because like it's right up against a window, and that's not
Yeah,
straight.
that might just be the window opening and the curtains.
Yeah.
Then aren't they sideways?
Is there? So wait. So okay.
Hey Dan, real quick, just look at the picture of all of them standing there together. Yeah, okay, that revealed nothing. Never mind.
Was there? So wait. So we know from this statement, Emma. Well, like the drawing shows, I guess he was stabbed.
Yeah.
Does the autopsy report reflect that?
Well, this is for 2 years ago. This is for
Yeah.
Marshall.
Marshall and Mark.
So we don't have an autopsy report?
No.
No.
Fuck.
Lapse in
Wait,
non-existent
wait,
autopsy
open-
report.
Yeah.
Open the whole picture again with the weird blue badgers thing on the side. Because if she drew exactly what she saw, then either this is sideways and the windows, or what?
It's weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird because the bottom picture is drawn in a horizontal fashion, but the whole picture I guess should be turned. But why is the blue badger head sideways?
Yeah. There's just something about the orientation that's really off.
I feel like the two pages don't exactly like match
Wait,
up.
do we have an autopsy report? Oh wait, no, we do have Neil's autopsy report.
Neil,
Oh, he's stabbed in the back.
Knife tip was in the wound.
Oh yeah, then that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, stabbed in the back, because this clearly shows
he's-
stabbed like chest.
That's probably it.
I guess that must
Objection.
There it is. Well done, Dan. Well done indeed.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
What? But I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy?
Yes.
Oh,
Knife.
okay.
Knife? I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the only thing that is like anything. Take that. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. Oh.
It's flaccid, Your Honor.
What that's supposed to mean?
Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off the victim's body.
It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Ah! What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Objection! Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
Unless the tip of the knife that was broken off was used to stab the victim.
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
Objection! That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
What? There's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Objection!
Stop that!
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth! There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already about a little something called falsified evidence?
You're treading on thin ice, right?
All I'm
Good
saying,
thing I'm wearing skates.
all I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Almost tea time.
Order! 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 Are you saying that the investigation really was corrupted?
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place on the day of the murder.
No.
The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant.
Joe who?
Joe Ozark.
Oh, okay.
During his questioning, Joe Ozark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Ozark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie.
Red lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of there being two broken knives?
another broken knife besides Joe Ozark's.
I wonder where we've seen that one.
There is another. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright.
In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this! Here's the real murder weapon.
My attorney's badge!
It'll probably be the
Blue
trophy
badger.
first,
The parking
and
ticket.
then, and then they'll ask why isn't there a knife, and then we show them the photo.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh wait, if you look
Well,
at the photo,
Well, this one has the knife first. Like,
Yeah,
if we show
but-
the trophy, it's like, why? This is just a trophy. There's nothing
Yeah,
there.
it mentions the halberd specifically.
Yeah,
in this.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe the photo would be better.
Let's
Try it.
Save it real quick and then try it.
I can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't say. All right. Balls to the wall.
The answer lies in the past. 2 years
Okay,
in the
this one.
past. Right here inside this picture.
This is a picture of the awards ceremony. Ah!
what is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's the broken murder weapon. Right there before my eyes.
Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding. Witness me.
That's a broken knife.
As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Quark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award.
Rabble, rabble,
Rabble. Order. Order. Order.
Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Quark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
That can't be.
Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because if the King of Prosecutors Award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
This is what I mean. This man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh!
rabble, rabble, rabble.
That smell like pee in here.
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
Yes, Judge.
That's
He
true.
picked it up.
What's going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Wait, I remember now. I remember everything.
Oh shit.
Witness?
Mr. Edgeworth,
What is it?
could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back?
Badger.
Dot, dot, dot. I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it.
What?
What?
You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture.
Turn off that
Fucking
music right
music
now.
is black.
What
Ah,
music?
isn't that relaxing, you guys?
You don't hear that?
No.
Phoenix.
All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
Scientifically speaking.
It was a blue badger all along.
perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger. This should be interesting. You said it, Phoenix!
Said that.
Emma's recollection.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them.
That's what a panicking person
I think
does.
I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger.
What?
From above.
He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure it was his shadow.
That's terrifying.
What?
What?
This tells us nothing.
Imagine being killed by Sonic the
This is
Hedgehog.
certainly most unusual.
Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year.
That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yes. Well, okay.
Stop. Please don't pursue this any further.
Lana,
What's the meaning of this? You've already interrupted me once. Now please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
You can't do this. I'm already confessed the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that? Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, smack some nuts.
Alright, bring him, eh? It's clobbering time!
seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. What does the blue badger have to do with this? What the fuck? Okay.
This is
Alright.
Miss Chan, you were the villain all along?
Oh, right.
I hate how
Hold it.
horrifying.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Splarkin. Splark.
I assume you mean Joe. Hang on, let me look at my evidence.
Hang on.
Joe spelunking in the river.
Tarkin.
Sudden.
Tarkin
Yeah,
suggested.
at least I think it was him. Him being Joe Prince Otto von Bismarck.
You think.
Eh,
All I could really see was shadows.
the hedgehog.
Power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports.
So then you...
I did that.
Why would you do something so dangerous?
What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife.
As we've just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. I was like, what, 14? When that Alexander of Denmark guy knocked me down. All I could think was, I gotta help that other person. See?
Hold it. What do you mean, you think?
It all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur.
Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural.
I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then what happened next?
This happened.
Hold it. Why?
Objection.
Are you sure about this?
Of course, see? I even drew a picture of him right here.
But it was the chief of detectives who thought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable.
I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw them at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere.
Just get this thing away from me.
Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion.
Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
I like dancing.
He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw the shadow.
All that. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all?
That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
Objection! That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did.
Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was.
Oh my god, it's the vase.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, it's the vase.
Yeah.
What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really? I'm not sure.
I get
Blue badger had
No, that
been
can't be
dreamt
it.
up when Emma drew this picture. And she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen! I'm gonna save.
Hang on.
Way to be confident and then back down.
It is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was a blue badger. I mean, something that looked similar to the blue badger.
Blue
Something
Badger
that is
adjacent.
now sitting in this very room.
The purple rhinoceros.
Is it implying
Mr.
that
Wright?
his evidence is just sitting next to him?
In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant?
The vase. Hold on, let's check this. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
I hate
There it is.
I hate
Oh, it's missing one.
where the stain is.
Yeah. Let's.
Or maybe it's the angle.
It's probably
Oh, yeah. Like, if it was at a slight angle where the
Yeah.
that is the tip.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, like
so
that
small.
way. Yeah, there you go. See it?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, those 3 right there.
Yep.
Take that!
That means somebody knocked her out with the vase.
The mysterious blue badger was in fact this!
But that's... what exactly is that?
I believe it's some sort of jar.
So it's not a door.
No.
Maybe a
But
box?
Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the Blue Badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our perspective?
Oh, they're actually gonna make you rotate it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not
We
the
just did.
jar.
Oh yeah.
I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. Oh my god.
Okay, it helps. Okay.
Hey,
Hate this stuff. There.
Of this. Like a little
Just
bit, like,
sure.
yeah. Take that! This isn't right. God damn it.
Oh wait, that's not
Allow
it.
me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness's drawing of this stupid vase. If Mr. Wright can't match the shape the witness drew, we cannot accept his claim and he forfeits his save file.
Gotta find just the right angle. Maybe I should rotate it vertically a bit more. Or horizontally.
Or
Come
horizontally.
on, Mr. Wright, you can
No.
do it.
I've got to show them the correct angle.
Alright,
The
so it has to be absolutely precise.
I can be your angle or your devil.
Also,
Is
one...
the broken one helping?
Yeah, the broken one might need to be on a specific side.
Oh wait, yeah, wait, stay there and just spin it. Can you spin it round? Like,
Wait.
because I can see how, like, yeah.
Maybe.
Because that thing at the top is another broken handle, so if you rotate that around
I
to
think
where
the
the
broken
broken...
one's supposed to be on the left. See how it, like, the blue badger is above
Hold on,
the
wait, no,
broken
but we-
one with
we
the
gotta
bandage
get the-
on the left-hand side.
Yeah, we have to get the knob. Yeah, like that. But kinda. Spin it, but better.
It's like,
Thanks,
Supposed
thanks,
to be at a
Phoenix,
steep
right?
angle though.
because like I think we're supposed to get like the curve of like the jester
Yeah,
hat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I adore the idea that Phoenix is just manhandling this in front of everyone.
Also,
See?
I can. Oh wait, okay, I can tilt it as well.
So why don't we get it so where the broken one is on top,
Yeah.
I really wish this music wasn't playing
And
right
then-
now.
and then rotate
lot
it,
music.
spin it, and I'm sorry, not rotate it, spin it 180.
Yeah, there we go.
So,
But
wait, but that doesn't.
that's what we just did
No.
before.
No,
Oh wait, is
so I'm
it
trying
like?
to, yeah, keep flipping it. I think it's like that, where then the bottom
Oh!
of the vase.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess that is right. Yeah, maybe that is right.
Maybe.
Well,
Try
eh,
that. Try.
Well,
Hold on, I'm gonna look up a guide to see exactly how we're gonna fucking rotate this damn vase.
because like we know it's the vase. It just looks dumb.
Oh, so it's
Apparently, the correct solution only takes 17 seconds to do, according to YouTube.
the correct solution is this.
Yeah, I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense, right?
We
Yeah,
just need to
that-
get it
That
right
actually does capture the
because
curve.
it's finicky.
Take that! God
Fuck
fucking
you.
damn it!
Not the music, not the music.
You abandoned this, Phoenix.
God damn it!
It can't be off. That's the worst part.
Yeah, okay.
God, it
So I'm
has
just
to be
gonna fucking.
perfect.
Use the grid. Use the grid.
Yes, we have to use the grid.
Fuck.
Alright, spend as much time as you need to get it perfect.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. This is really not easy. Is it?
Okay, a little bit more.
Hang on.
Hold on, wait.
We'll let the guide tell us.
Yeah, it looks like that. Alright, I think.
Take that.
Take that, please. God damn it!
Right.
This
This
sucks.
isn't right.
This game sucks.
This is the stream
How
now.
did anybody actually complete this game?
God damn it. Okay.
Resets it every time.
Well,
Yeah, it does reset the music every single fucking time.
Oh.
holy fucking shit.
This is my favorite song in the world.
This is the best mystery.
This
You
is
ever
the
watch some
rest
Scooby-Doo?
of the case.
Alright,
It's just turning a
Um,
vase.
alright. We're gonna do that. Fuck!
No.
Oh my god. Could you imagine doing this with fucking Wii remote controls?
Ew.
God!
This was on the Wii?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
jeez.
WiiWare.
Yep.
Oh,
This
God.
is ported from the Wii.
Alright.
Oh,
The
God.
bottom of the jar, the small side, has to become the top ball on the badger's head. The two handles go on either side of it. The top hole on the bigger end should be pointing towards you and downward. If you see the resemblance, present it to the court. God,
Do you have an image?
I do. And I'm trying to match the image. Oh wait, so it's fucking... The blood stain is different. Which is what is throwing me off.
The blood is backwards.
Are you sure? So, with the side with the broken handle is supposed to be essentially not visible?
Yeah.
Weird.
So I just decided to punch this into YouTube, and there's an entire video that has Blue Badger Jar puzzle solution to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney
Oh my
Remastered.
god.
And it's just this.
This!
Okay, hang on.
No! Wait! No. 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 Fuck.
Okay. Okay,
Try
so
and get the
fuck.
two side circles like square inside a square, and it should be like
Badger
divided
vase.
down the middle with a line.
This is our hell now. Cause like, this is.
Can you like do like a full 180 and then like rotate it the other way? So
I
like
think you need to tilt it
yeah, so like
slightly
yeah, so
further.
like Yeah, or like, can you mirror it so like bring like the top end back down all the way around? No, so other way, yeah. Like, so, like, bring the top end, like, the narrow end down towards the top. And then, like, now rotate it this way. Like, so that the handles are up top.
No, it's definitely the other way.
Yeah,
it's definitely.
Well,
I'm
no,
looking at a picture now,
essentially
too.
it just gets it in the same direction, but different viewpoint.
Oh, I see.
Like-
Oh, well, no. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, so that way you get
'cause
the
I'm looking
narrow
at a picture and it's definitely the.
So let's.
Yeah, so,
face
like,
it
try
more
to make it-
downward.
No. I honestly think it's gonna be down to, like, it needs to line up actually perfectly with, like, how the blue badger's head is. Yeah. So, like,
Fuck.
like, okay, so, like, that's ideal. Like, that angle, or that tilt. But now just make it so that the two horns on the side are a bit more level.
Yeah.
Just a little
that.
Perfectly in the square.
like a little bit like the left. Okay, like no, that don't tilt it forward or backward. Like keep
Okay.
it. Right, no, that's too far.
Alright, so like here.
Putting this like
So like here.
yes, but now rotate it in terms of there you go. Try to align it so that those two horns are like perfectly
Oh.
matching
God.
the horns. No, it's okay.
Like
That-
this is like I'm
Dear
tapping
God.
the button as lightly as humanly possible.
Okay. Actually, okay. So keep it there.
Okay.
Now go for the tilt. Go for the tilt again.
Okay.
And
Forward or
make it so that-
backwards?
So forward. I assume forward brings like the tail end closer towards you.
Yeah. So like making
Okay.
the hole at the like facing us face more
Push.
downward.
Yes, very
Yeah.
slightly. Push it more down.
Okay.
More.
A
More.
little more.
Oh my God, I hate
Yeah,
this.
hang on.
I hate
stop.
this.
Stop. Okay, try that. Try that.
Alright. Hold. Take that, please. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
yes.
We did it!
Jesus,
You
Aiden.
did it!
Long legs.
Oh,
Well, is this a miracle or what? Boy, did you
Yeah.
fucking say it,
Is
Phoenix.
this a miracle or what?
yes.
Sure.
No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger. No one. Not a single person.
No.
It can't be.
Rabble.
Christ
Bravo.
alive.
Order!
I like to, Tim, I like to imagine that Phoenix was like fiddling with this jar for like 30 minutes of like, wait, no, that's not quite right. Like, because we don't really have a picture of the blue badger in the courtroom. Oh my
Yep.
God.
See, just this angle.
The defense has proven its claim.
I'm glad you think so.
The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Objection.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance of scouring this hideous jar for 38 minutes,
Jaw
what's
fiddling.
your point?
What do you mean?
Somebody knocked Emma out with a jar.
So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
Objection!
Please don't make this pointless.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Righto. Wait, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stupid
Edgy
idiot.
boy.
You see, this changes everything.
Indeed. Very well then, please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? The jar was the murderer.
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 Yeah.
What's different now that we witnessed this?
I think it's the murderer.
So like, wait a minute. If she saw the jar that way, wouldn't it be flying towards her?
Yeah. I think somebody knocked her out with a jar because she said she blacked out.
Yeah, she might have been knocked out, but there's no indication that she... Because there's blood on the jar, but there was no blood on Emma that anyone ever reported.
So,
Maybe the murderer, actually.
oh! I mean, the location is...
Like right next to the.
Well, no, because remember where we found the jar? It was on Gant's side.
Yeah.
It was not on Lana's side.
So maybe the location.
Indeed.
Well, if we're wrong, we weren't actually wrong.
Allow me to take these in turn.
As you do.
At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar.
At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright.
Very, very, very specific.
Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It is on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant.
Body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk.
That's correct, Edgeworth. Now let me make my point.
No, I will point at you. The witness testified so herself.
Objection! Yes! And it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office.
They're connected.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body? From Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office,
Right
3
across the
feet
organ.
away?
Right across the organ, yes.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly.
Ah,
If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright?
Fuck, I don't know.
turn off the lights.
Finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now, tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have had to have been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
Knife
Probably
in
suit of
the
armor
suit of armor.
Oh.
with knife.
Oh.
A knight!
Ah!
The suit of armor! Holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword.
Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy.
No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking.
Yes. There is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room.
Another possibility?
Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with this.
Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious.
It's okay, they can't prosecute her, the time's up.
In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually prosecutor Neil Marshall.
You know what we forgot?
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh. Damn, Emma killed Neil Marshall. Let's go.
This is a terrible way to solve the
Yeah.
trial.
Pretty fucked.
Yeah, man. Mr. Marshall died because of me.
How does that make you feel, you little murderer?
Aleph, now's not the time.
He blacked out again.
Oh no.
Medic? Where's the
Oh,
paramedic?
no.
I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So it was the witness who took the victim's life. And then proved so with her own testimony.
Okay, the statute of limitation has expired.
This is unprecedented.
Yes.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
What are you saying?
I'm Sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances...
Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. You recall it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Oh, that rag was his jacket.
Evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
We certainly can't get dead people to testify.
Really?
This has all
Great
been a
job,
wild
Phoenix.
goose chase from the beginning.
Touche, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
You mean there's still another possibility?
Emma got that.
What do you
vote
mean?
count.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life, in one manner or another. That's impossible.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you.
It sure is, Your Honor.
A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
Got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind
Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. She's
Yeah.
fine. She didn't do anything.
This message from the deceased is already in our possession.
Right? Will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? Not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek.
Truth.
Guilty. The truth.
Give it to me.
No matter how painful it may be.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us this piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
Okay. All right. What? Do you think it does? Do you think it has to be the bloodstain on the jar?
It's written in an
I don't
old
know.
Eldritch language. It says, "Drink more Ovaltine."
Among Us.
It wouldn't be the rag.
Drink more
Damn.
Ovaltine.
It might be the
feel like-
frag because that has her hand.
Yeah, the rag makes more sense. Because maybe it has, oh right, because it has Emma's handprint on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. How? That's not a message. I mean,
But does it actually have to be a worded message?
Just try it.
all right. Well, we
I'd say
saved.
we give it a shot.
This is the message from the deceased.
And hammer her helper.
Right. Now then, this is a message from the judge.
Oh.
Damn.
That wasn't right.
Really?
All
I
right,
thought
guess.
we were right.
If a dead person left
I
behind
think
a
we're- I
message,
think we're a step ahead.
it would have to be in
Like, that's
written form.
probably-
It's the only logical conclusion.
Okay, so it has to. You better be careful. You might wind up deceased yourself.
What are you implying?
That's very threatening,
Let's
Edward.
try this again.
If you lose in the case,
Yeah.
you die in real life.
Let us try this again, shall we?
Ah, that hurt.
should have saved like right before
Tisk,
presenting, but whatever.
tisk. Not be mistaken, Phoenix Wright is actually just a really doofus.
Big ol' butt
Don't
punch.
do him.
So I think it's gotta be the jar. It's the only other thing that we have that's like nearby that is
Nothing
like,
else is written.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go for it.
But he said it had to be red, right?
Ah, yes.
Oh,
A.
is that what the wait? Is that what the blood is?
It might be. It might
Makes
be.
sense.
Z?
B.
Take that. This is the
Oh, no.
message left by the deceased.
This
Oh.
is that blue badger from before, right?
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
Hey, don't you talk bad about the blue badger.
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
You're talking about a jar,
Looks
guys,
like
not actual blue
Everyone's
badger.
forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here. On the surface of this jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
It does say Emma.
It's like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice, for some reason the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes, there's a line here, drawn in blood.
What you're saying is these dots were once lines.
Oh my god, we're playing Connect the Dots, let's go!
What a game.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
Why would he do that to implicate a small child?
That someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar when the lines changed directions.
Sure. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the
Why
victim's
connect
message
the
will become
dots?
apparent.
No,
I just hope it spells out D's.
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. Gotta connect the dots to make the letters!
Damon.
Connect the dots to find out the murderer.
There's
Began.
only one thing the victim would have written, given the circumstances, his murderer's name.
Tap A to not be prosecuted as fast.
Yeah. Prosecutor, scratch. Oh my fucking god.
Yup.
Did, like,
This is 100%.
did he just
Connect
bite into his
dots.
thumb?
Yeah,
Just
he's
like
drawing this
writing
in his
his
own
own book?
blood.
Do you have to connect the second line of the E?
There isn't a dot, so...
Oh, never
I mean,
mind. Oh,
we
oh,
have
it's
been
literal
screwed
dots.
over by finicky things
Oh, it's
before
just-
with this
yeah.
vase.
Oh, it literally only lets you connect from dot to dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good.
Wait, connect the last bit of the E.
I can't.
Yeah, okay.
It
I don't
doesn't,
think
it
you
doesn't,
can.
like,
Oh, you
there isn't a, I can't, there's nothing
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
to connect to.
Alright.
Why would he do that? That's so mean.
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence.
But what if he didn't?
That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I'd never thought it would turn out like this.
Emma.
Emma.
Makes no sense.
This is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life.
Was Emma Sky.
If
Awful.
any, this is also not like a traditional murder. This is definitely manslaughter.
Yes.
He's also 10 years old, so this kind of.
Yeah, actually.
See? Can't you see? Or, see, Worthy? Can't say I didn't warn you.
Jackass.
Fucking Gant.
Steve Gant. I see you brought your organ.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
Solid mystery.
So I hauled it in myself.
What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe McFarts, damn it. Joe McFart was sentenced to death.
Joe McFarts. God damn it. It's always a
Anything
fucking
better.
fart joke that gets you the hardest.
Destroyed all the dramatic
Caught me
tension.
off guard. I'm sorry.
He was convinced because of his final murder.
Oh god.
I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not?
Wait, is Edgeworth up for murder now?
I did that.
Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death.
He was a serial killer.
Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
No, Edgeworth.
But he kind of deserved it.
They didn't have
Objection.
any proof that he was the serial killer.
But Joe Shark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
I'm afraid that's not important.
What?
Pretty sure that's important.
Did you know? We aren't defenders of justice.
What?
Bullshit.
Police!
We're merely keepers of the law.
It's the same fucking thing.
Oh, it's
Sentencing
not.
a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
What's going on at the prosecutor's office?
They might have sent an innocent man to his death.
How can he
How
just
can he
stand
justify
there like it
stand there?
wasn't his fault?
He did nothing wrong in his
Rabble,
entire life.
rabble.
He was innocent of one crime that sentenced him to death,
order?
but he was still a serial murderer.
Order?
Which
Uh,
you
order.
didn't have any proof for.
The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
It's the
Nobody
end of the
knows.
world as I know it.
This is a
Fucking
pretty good
sucks.
trial. Pretty good trial.
Oh, we're only an hour and a half in. Do we keep going?
Wait, is it the next
still-
day?
It's 9:16. We can keep going.
I mean, I'm willing to stick around to 10 for this.
Alright,
Because this is intense.
Snack break,
we'll
though.
do some
Snack
more.
break.
Yeah, snack
Thank-
break real quick. I'm gonna get some water.
Thank you
I'm
for
gonna
staying
get
tuned,
ice cream.
everyone.
I'll be back.
This is a short intermission. Please grab
Okay.
snacks in the lobby.
Oh,
Or pee. Pee in the lobby, though, I swear.
Intermission music.
I fucking need some
Lobby.
corn
Did you tell
prejudice.
people to pee in the
Lobby
lobby or
2 or
grab
lobby
pee in the
1?
lobby?
Pee in the lobby, get snacks in the bathroom.
Back, Judge, I'm gonna go piss on your chair.
Hey, wait a minute.
Okay.
I'd like to thank you for laughing hysterically at Joe McFart.
It always gets me off guard. It's
At
like
one,
it's
one
the simple
point,
jokes.
at one point, I was thinking the only name the only thing that's left as a real word to rhyme with it close enough I have is fart, or variations.
It's Joe. Yeah, just Joe Dark. Joe farts. Like, yeah, close enough. Until it fits, and it just, just was the last
You
one.
do bark?
I was gonna say Charles Barkley came to mind.
But we still have to keep Joe.
Yeah, it had to be Joe, so it would just be Joe Barkley. I'm like, that doesn't work as well. Joe Snark, Joe Quarkley.
Joe Narc. Which should also be funny if he was an arc because he was also a serial killer.
Oh yeah. Unproven serial killer. Definitely a serial killer though.
But he was still a serial killer.
Still
That's
an
not
innocent man.
important.
Be Joe Hark.
Relative.
That doesn't matter. I'm sorry, what?
Joe Hark.
Hark the herald angels sing,
Yeah.
Joe.
To the German king.
Peace on earth. suck
Karma
my
comes out of
butt.
nowhere.
I'm still alive.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so god damn it. I was to say, I thought we were in intermission times where. Oh no, I guess they would still be able to hear us.
On earth and smelly poopy.
Hey, how you doing, home folks?
Hey,
Drinking water?
Utter
Staying cool?
chaos.
Warm? What's the temperature of the year? I don't know.
Cold in where most of us are?
Yeah, that's fair.
And all that
Stay comfortable.
jazz.
That's a good one.
Stay hydrated.
Fun fact, despite cats being tiny furnaces, they hate the cold.
Oh.
That was refreshing. Nothing like pissing on the judge's chair, am I right, folks?
Yeah,
Hey!
yeah, you're right.
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, I'm sorry, I pissed on the judge's chair.
Oh man, I have to sit in that.
February.
And you the big pee-pee pants, Your Honor.
Okay, so let the record show that took us an hour and 39 minutes, and only 6 minutes passed in game.
You know what's actually really funny? 30 minutes of this stream has been dedicated to turning a vase.
Turning a vase.
If we cut that, we would have been here within an hour.
There's no way, realistically, people talk that fast that could have.
I mean, you read those words.
You just gotta do the speed run where you're just hitting buttons constantly.
Well, see,
Yeah, no,
'cause the
time
thing
is wonky in Phoenix, right? It makes
Yeah.
no goddamn sense.
Yeah, no, time
Neither
doesn't
does the
exist.
law.
Time doesn't exist. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Sure, you didn't.
Oh, Ian's not back yet. I started
Aw,
cramping.
no. Good job, Dan.
Very bad.
I was too excited.
Clearly.
Ian, you have been
Are
replaced.
those,
We are
those
almost
geese?
we are almost done with the first game.
I mean, technically we are done with the first game. This is a bonus.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Still the first game package, though.
Meanwhile,
This
Petra's been trying to play
is
tug with me
wreck.
the entire time, which is why I've been late to lines. Hi,
You know,
pups.
that's punishable by death, Connor.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
I'm the judge now. No!
We're not
What?
sentencing the dog to death.
Listen, Mark peed in my chair. I'm not dying today.
But Your Honor, you're already halfway there to a shitty day. Might as well just end it on a high note, right?
Whoa, peeing on a square.
Whoa, whoa. You're still bald.
That's Mark. You went too far. Go to your room.
I'm already in my room.
Go to it again.
I'm
Get
already
out
in
of your
here.
room and go to your room.
I'll tell
Go
you,
to my
what,
room. Walk back
give
in.
me go to my room. Tuck
Go to
me
my
into
room,
bed.
Mark.
Kiss me goodnight.
Go to my
No.
room.
Get out of your room. Walk out of your room right now. Then walk back into your room. Go to your
Fuck
room.
no, I'm not getting up. I'm comfy.
Go to your room.
I'm already in my room.
Go out of your room.
Go
No.
to your room. Get out of your room. Go into your room.
Sit
Get
in the
out of the
hallway.
game.
Sit in the hallway. Think about what you did.
Go to your other room. Go to your bathroom.
You know what? I was gonna go to Ian's house. Fuck all of you.
No, go to your room.
No. Ian, let me in.
Bye, Mark.
What happened to Ian?
I think he
He-
should get a snack.
Uncle Sarchiasis.
Should I cover until Ian gets back?
If you want to.
All right. Oh, don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Oh God. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Oh shit.
Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh,
Oh, bye, Gumshoe. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it?
We need your help.
all right. You've got a lot of nerve, pal. Make a detective run around while on duty,
I thought you were fired.
and on top of and to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal.
That is what they all say.
Here, she asked me to give you this. This to you, if there was a break in today's trial.
Is this the idiot's guide to evidence
I
law?
was just saying, is that like Tweety Bird on a law
I
book?
fucking love the tiny duck smoking a pipe with a Sherlock Holmes cap.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
Evidence law, babies edition.
You really needed to pull up a flashback for that, Phoenix?
Yes, 100%. I deal in exclusively flashbacks.
Well, he's an anime character.
Sure, without the approval of police.
Oh shit, sorry.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so.
That's wrong, Mrs. Left.
At least study some evidence law, really.
Yeah, you're darn tootin'.
Yeah.
The chief prosecutors also wanted me to give you a message.
Fuck
A
you.
message.
Fuck you.
Fuck
She said
you.
if you're planning to take him on, You're gonna need this book.
I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Phoenix, you should know this already. You stupid baby.
Yeah, you stupid baby dingus head.
The 2 rules of evidence law.
There's only 2.
Doesn't look like that book will do any good now, though. All that's left is now Chief Prosecutor's sentence.
Can I just say that they keep referring to Gant as him, and it just keeps reminding me of him from the Power Girls.
Girls.
Oh, that's great.
Fit all these rules on a single, like, index note.
Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. That's it.
Rule number 3, both of these are bullshit. You can do whatever you want. Sign Phoenix.
That's where you're wrong, detective.
Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth! The real trial's today. Hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Sky's found out she's unwittingly caused a man's death. And now, you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal!
You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
I'm hurting too.
February 25th, 12:52, District Court, courtroom number 9.
Almost an hour-long recess.
Attack lawyer presenting.
But we were out for 10 minutes. What is
Nope.
time?
That was
It took
one-
us 6 minutes to go to
40
the
minutes to go
trial,
for
and it
lunch.
took us an hour to read that book.
Yeah.
Welcome back in.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Ian, since you missed it, we got a book on evidence law with a little ducky on it.
And it was only like 2 paragraphs.
I'm so happy we got this.
And it was
I'm very-
rule number 1 and rule number 2. This is the whole book.
I'm very glad Lana had that little faith in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair.
It's not like Phoenix has not lost a single case yet.
And he hasn't read a single one of his books, though, in his office.
There.
Really, he's doing really good.
All things considered.
He's a really good bullshit artist and nothing
We
else.
collect
He's
tuition.
He's just an idiot savant. That's it.
Plus,
The
plus, Edgeworth is secretly in his corner and keeps feeding him hits.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Edgeworth's getting his nuts smacked.
Ooh, wait, they're gonna be as red as the rest of his outfit.
Smack away.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes. Well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But this shit ain't normal. This isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have
Shit the bed, as it were.
Struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witness, says.
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone's been talking, and
Very well, Your Honor. I have a
And probably
solution.
shot him.
a solution.
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
Excuse me.
Call
What?
again. Call again.
But there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
No. Fuck no.
Okay, well, fuck you.
Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Promote it to attack lawyer.
That's settled! Oh, we still have more. Fuck. The defense. Bring in the next guy.
Mr. Wright,
Duh.
you do realize this is your last
You
chance.
said that like 8 chances ago.
This is your
I
last
mean it
15
this
shot.
time. You call the wrong. No, that's not the. This trial is as good as over.
The defense
Does
calls
this mean we win the game?
Save Scum
Oh,
to the
Blue
to
Badger.
stand. The Blue Badger to the
Blue
stand.
badger, blue badger,
Blue
badger, blue badger. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Finally come to bring out the real murderer.
Good.
It's Goodman himself.
Damon.
I mean, why not Damon, right?
Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Matt Damon Gant? What does that have to do with anything?
Matt Damon from Interstellar. How'd he get in here?
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
Yeah, true.
Correct! If anything, it would be the other way around.
Wait. Alright, bailiff! Quit smacking nuts! Please escort Mr. Gant to the courtroom. Or to the stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Well, what? What is this? Some kind of practical joke?
Or a joke.
That's not a very nice thing to say, edgy boy. Seeing as how you're the one under duress. Anyway, I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
I'm as sure as pie. Your name and occupation.
Everyone's so much stress.
So, you want to play hardball?
Nobody ever wants to just give their name and occupation.
Who's walked so hard?
Mr. Gant.
Please, Damon Cat.
Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant. The court requires to hear your testimony. Requests to hear your testimony.
Alrighto. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh, like what?
Like the role you played in all of this.
Son, either you're very brave, or very foolish.
Or both.
Both.
Oh,
You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons.
Like this gun.
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
The hell he does.
or such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
09 incident.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already, arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. That when Bark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor, unconscious. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seemed Dark bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast.
I don't think you should be hitting people in the courtroom.
What if Neil didn't write that in blood?
Yeah, I was thinking that. What if Gant here did?
Like, how could he have done that if
He
he
was
was
blackmailing Lana this entire time.
All that! As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Bark and made him run away like that.
Is the defendant, Lana Sky, also present in his room?
I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Bark ran for it.
So, the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. Now I guess you could say he got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that the elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though. No one's laughing.
That's not funny.
No one. Alright, well, no, it's not. Well, I guess I'm just funnier than the rest of you.
Tell
I
us what
correct
you saw.
Neil. It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together.
Wait, so why is that knife? Why is that knife? Why is that not?
Is that
That's not the-
assuming that Lana staged that?
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah,
on.
right.
It's on what's her face's side of the office. It's on Lana's now.
Yeah, because Lana moved it, so we know Lana moved the bodies. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor.
Do we
Yes!
actually know Lana moved it?
According to Buttface over here.
Assuming, yes, allegedly.
Connor, your butt face.
Point taken.
He can call
Yes.
himself what he wants.
Apparently, he hit his head and was knocked out. Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Hold it. How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier, it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
Yes.
Sorry. I
Anyway.
said no.
Hold it. So you're saying
Yes.
that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I could understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable, no matter what the circumstances.
Oh yeah, you say that. Uh-huh. Yeah, hiding evidence. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Is that how it really is?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. You're going to stare at anything.
Is
May I stare at this nut smacking I'm about to take?
We'll talk about that later. You're better off staring at the court record.
Worthy. Always the smooth talker.
But which piece of did admit to forging evidence, that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. It's got to be that piece of leather.
It all started with that smile. That damn smile.
Have we seen his shocked face yet?
Oh, was it the fact that he was hiding the evidence list in
In the
his
safe.
Yeah.
in the safe?
Yeah. 100%.
Somebody's gonna have to understudy me for a little bit. Petra really needs to go outside.
Okay.
I can do that.
Enters activate.
But what about this?
Wait, we're doing the evidence thing or that first?
Oh wait, no. Half was found in Gant's desk. Okay. Let's do this.
Good call.
Objection.
Hey, way to go, Ian.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this list, for example.
That's the list Emma Sky drew her picture on.
This was discovered in your desk.
Dot dot dot.
Not only that, but a piece of this jar that was sitting in your office was found inside your safe.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Rabble.
Chief Gant, what is the meaning of this?
Ho!
Who's a hoe?
Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in a forgery.
Who, me? Oh, do you mean you?
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy.
Worthy, my boy.
What the fuck up
Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
What?
Please don't punish
What?
me so.
Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
That's it.
That's
Yes,
very-
well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the scene of the crime.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together.
That's 12.
Evidence
Yeah.
and forgery.
Please, Your Honor, please.
Who's forged?
Well, you see, Judge, what was it now? A jar fragment and a lid. For all I know, you could have planted them into my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. But rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Oh boy.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
when investigating the crime scene, I shake my head. You should have been more careful to observe protocol.
He's not a
You
detective.
do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
Apologies, Chief, but shut the fuck up. It's my turn. Would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that?
Okay.
Taco Tuesday, you know.
Alright, Udgy. In return, though...
I know. That place, right?
Huh?
What?
What are these guys?
What?
Telepathic?
Don't worry about it. It's just the orgy. I mean, the church prayer later.
Hold it.
Alright, what do we got here?
Hold it. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these ridiculous allegations.
Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that.
I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped... be there.
Mr. Wright, what are you saying? You committed crimes against a bovine?
I'll have you know that I stubbed my toe when watering my cactus garden and only cried for 30 minutes.
No, it's acceptable. Tipper, as your defense attorney? I think not. Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry the evidence in, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're gonna need to need it later.
Peter, what are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Rito's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, then that would prove that his investigation was illegal.
Never faced anyone as slimy as this guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Well,
He
that's
is pretty slick.
what do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery.
Objection! If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery,
I'm not through speaking yet, Rito. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dvark was convicted,
Dvork.
then there were...
Hard work.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it! Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed on the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day Darkout was sentenced.
Objection! Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right. Chief is talking about a possibility, so long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however clever they may be, only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, come now, Rhino. Think about it. There's no reason I participate in forgery.
Hold it. How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Quite easily.
That's a way to put it.
Because I'm innocent.
I didn't consider that.
Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here in this court of law in this murder trial, but in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye, a 14-year-old child.
Well, now do you see? Raging crime scene, young man.
All that? Really, Chief Gant. At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police.
Oh.
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one. Do you really think that I'm that incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yeah, yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
Well, fuck!
Be careful pointing your finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
That means
Edgeworth does do
Pointing
that
is
one.
very rude, Mr. Wright.
there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Oh, don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I.
Did you
And
record that?
pie!
Did you yes, record that too.
Me, myself, and pie.
There, it's out in the open now. Pie.
And
There it is, out in the open. I love pie. Aji, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little bit?
By all means, please do. Everyone else does.
Buckles.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there wasn't anything in it for me.
Hold it. Nothing in it for you.
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That and a nice little apple. That being apple pie. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
Right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and be tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Got him.
Oh, good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone else out? No. No.
Point out a compass.
True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively, absolutely determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. I can't be this dumb, can I?
That's not what
Yes.
I mean.
Yes, you can.
Very well, then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Hi, I'm back.
It's gotta be Lana.
It's gotta be Lana.
That's
It's
gotta
Bruce
be
Goodman's
Lana.
dead buddy.
I expect it to be Lana.
Take that.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant.
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Connor, do you want to do this or you want me to continue?
Oh, you can go ahead with the judge.
Okay.
Self-profit? Why, whatever do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
Would he profit from all of this?
He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet.
I'd like to interrupt this for an excellent pun that Jim made in chat. So when we said me, myself, and Pi, he replied with 3.14 people. And like, I like it. I like it.
Like where you're going. Like
Impressive.
where you're going.
Solid pun. 10 out of 10.
Actually, 3.14 out of infinity.
Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Oh, what do you got?
Really?
I'm just stupid.
Just the best.
Isn't it weird how, like, the one time we mentioned puppets, you're doing a Kermit voice?
By puppet, do you mean other people?
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Right-ho, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing?
I'm gonna say it real quick. Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
Oh no, I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture.
Yes. That is also what happened in this incident.
This incident, Which one would that be?
Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Just what do you mean?
Just going to let him make threats.
I just don't want him to fall. You know, it would be really bad. It's very
Oh.
dangerous.
What
I
he
thought your tongue
means,
was gonna
Your
end up in
Honor,
his mouth.
what he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What?
Rabble, rabble, rabble!
Order! 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 I said order! You gotta be serious! This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency! To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder! That's... I am...
Jesus H.
Are you okay?
Oh my word.
Lost my composure there for 30 seconds.
Oh my word. Good God.
I think, Your Honor, you forgot to have your morning tea.
Good lord, man!
Really nut smacking.
Even the crowd is just, good lord!
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
Right, don't you dare pin. Oh, fine, I'll take the blame. It's too late, Mr. Wright.
What?
There's no turning back for us now.
Us?
Us.
Us.
You and me.
It looks like he's the one whose disciples go through this.
I have. All the way.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? Enough of this courtroom romance. That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Good question.
Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man.
Pretty sure he's the Antichrist.
That too.
Just look at that smile, that cross on his chest.
The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
I see. Alright then.
Alright then. indeed.
boss.
What
God
the
damn
fuck
it,
was
man.
that?
I want to finish this. It's getting late.
Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it had better be good. Show us this evidence that the Chief Gant do the murder of Detective Goodman. That ties him to it.
Wait. Okay, so
It's gotta be the piece of cloth.
is it... What else? What else do
I
we
think
have?
it's-
Goodman, though.
This is his key number?
Oh yeah, it's his key. But we don't have evidence that that's his... Well, except for the fact that it's also his safe code.
What,
The knife, maybe? No.
Parking lot, no. Crime photo, victim shoe, switchblade, luminal, ID. Wait,
Could be it.
could it be the record?
Well, that's what we're thinking. But we'd also have to prove that what his ID number is.
Dude, we know it. Or,
Well,
It's a combination of the safe.
We know his safe combination. We assume that that's also his ID number.
I mean, we could
Try
make that
it.
assumption.
But I think you're right. I think the ID card record makes sense.
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Because we do have proof that it was a high-ranking person because we couldn't pull
yeah.
the information.
There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777-7777.
Sorry, but there's no way you could prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
Shit.
What? By how means do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A
God.
7-digit code.
7-digit. You don't mean he can't be that stupid?
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was 7777. 777. the same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Anger.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
He's angry.
Angie. He Angie.
About to punch Phoenix
Say?
in the face.
Chief Gant, by what means you must say this, hmm?
The offensive search of my office was a violation of regulation.
Not very fucking good. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. but right now, this court demands an explanation.
That cornbread coming back to bite you, Edgy?
It is, unfortunately.
Worthy boy.
Too spicy this time. About the use of this ID card.
Spicy cornbread.
I swear to God.
You're going to swear to me, Chief Gant, so you admit it, you orange-looking motherfucker. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
What about it? I'm the chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Poop in the evidence room too.
Tell me, there is a significant difference.
Poop in the evidence room.
When you...
too.
God, that was you. Of course it was. When you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room.
So he
Still
does
made
poop
this
in the evidence room.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days.
Objection! You hadn't seen him in days. Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
No, it isn't, Your Honor.
It's not?
This trial's purpose is to determine the truth.
No need to fuck.
Philosophical.
If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime.
What?
Is
What?
it the Blue Badger? Did they carry it in together?
Oh my god!
No, wait.
Oh my god!
Show us
You
you
magnificent bastard.
Is it really coming down to the blue
Oh
badger?
my god!
Hear it.
Wait, no, but how does this tie
Wait,
into good?
hold on, no, this doesn't tie to Goodman. We have no proof that this is Goodman.
Like, if it was Officer
Because we
Beacon,
have-
then yeah.
Because we have the... What is it? We have the lost item report.
Yeah.
Can all... Oh.
Only be submitted to the
Yeah, no,
Oh,
because
that's it.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be
What-
it.
yeah,
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
Goodman? Yeah,
That has to be
Yeah,
it,
because
right?
he's the one who was in charge of like
Yeah.
moving shit.
It had to have been
Alright.
submitted to him.
Yeah, he had to... Because he lost his ID.
Yeah.
So he had to have submitted it to Gant. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Would be more accurate. Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police.
You are, yet you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he
do.
needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him?
There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Rabble! Rabble! Rabble!
Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman.
Exactly.
But wait! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room.
Yes, he did. What did he lose? You are dumb.
No, I'm bald! Wait, he could have just lent him his ID card.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I believe I might have done something of the sort.
I'm sorry, but that's a bald-faced lie. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Chicken Hand, you didn't.
You're Mr. Electric!
Lopez, I knew it was you.
Your music starts playing.
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. I know we're allies, but I'm still going to call you out. That the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
In your
How?
car.
In my wonderful, beautiful, stained car. How did he
Piece of
manage to move it there?
You drove it there, Edgeworth.
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Well, as a matter of fact, we know for certain that you were at the you were there 20 minutes afterwards. You bumbling buffoon of a man.
You drove it there.
Phoenix,
Bumbling buffoon of a beautiful, beautiful man.
Foolish fool!
Everyone
Phoenix, are
except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it?
Yeah.
Hey you! Take us your dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gang, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time, I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us his evidence.
Okay.
Plot twist, he attached his body to the blue badger and rolled it out.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gang used this.
Blue Badger.
no.
So, parking
It
stub.
sounds like
Can't-
you did
it's a
clickbait
cardboard
thumbnail.
cutout.
I think it's got to be the parking stub.
Is it?
Like,
Or
we've literally not used this piece of evidence at all yet.
Oh, that's
No,
true.
no, wait, I thought we did. Oh, maybe we did.
I don't think. No, I don't think it's come up once.
Like, there's no other way. I don't
Wait,
think so.
does anyone remember anything we haven't used yet?
No, I don't think we've used the
That
parking
does
stub.
make sense because
It's
before we
very.
had considered it for the time of death, because it was.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Well, we save scum, so give it a shot.
True.
This is
Yeah.
how we moved Detective Goodman's body.
Well done.
Because
Our
Edgeworth
parking
drove it
stub.
there.
The parking stub assigned to Miles Edgyboy.
You mean
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
Rabble,
Drove
rabble,
with the body in
rabble.
his car.
you mean I carried the victim's body?
Precisely so.
But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day.
But you did return. Tell me why.
What I ain't saying.
Ah! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it in here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
So you see, what you were really taking to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver. but the victim's body in your trunk.
Rabble!
What if
Detective-
Edward had just decided to put the screwdriver in his trunk?
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car?
Ooh, woo!
Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Sky.
Rabble!
Order, I want to know what be going on here, right boy? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusation?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in a trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It's a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please, say something. Say it ain't so.
I believe your time's up.
Well, it's 10:10 at night. Wait, my time is up.
Sorry, Right Hope, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special.
Objection! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons.
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that now.
What? That's not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away. Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right?
Happened good, you would say.
But, if you have any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
Say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. I can't believe I'm that stupid. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Are you... Well, Mr. Wright, this actually pains me to read. Ugh.
Your Honor.
You have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodboy and made Miss Sky dispose of his body?
Do you have any concrete proof?
No.
Yet.
Oh, I actually don't. Do we?
I think we do.
No.
I'm pretty sure we do.
I think the game is prompting us to pick yes.
I don't think we do.
Like
what? We don't have any proof that he murdered Goodman at all.
I don't know. Like,
Can we look at our evidence list real quick? Or can you
yeah, I
not
was about
get
to say,
that?
what do we have with like the murder weapons? and
We
stuff?
have nothing on Gant. We have Edgeworth's knife. No prints. We've got Lana's cell phone.
Well, this is just, like the knife.
The parking floor.
Yeah, I was about to say, what
plans.
about the switchblade?
Yeah.
That is what Lana said was actually the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Are there any fingerprints on the murder weapon?
I don't think we checked.
Why didn't we check that? We have a fingerprint kit and everything.
You mean you could?
I can't let him just squirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor. I do have such evidence.
Then please, hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodboy beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'm missing the early bird for this.
Well, I just gotta reach into my own butt and pull out.
Pulls
That
out a
smells
knife.
like shit.
I'm gonna just reach deep into my asshole.
Do we present the knife? I legitimately don't know.
Yes.
Save scum real quick.
Can we save?
I already did, but
Okay.
I did before the decision to show evidence.
Well, the knife would have been in the evidence room.
Yeah, because it's one of the SL9 pieces of evidence, so it would be there at the time.
But why did he murder Detective Goodman?
Yeah,
So, what exactly is
I
this
guess not.
evidence?
It's proof as to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt. I'll let you be the judge.
You're the judge.
But I am the judge.
Oh, right. Well, what do you think, Your Honor?
I think I'm hungry and horny. What I think, Mr. Wright, is I'm going to be late for lunch.
Guess it wasn't enough. Please, Your Honor, give me just a little longer to consider.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright,
Your Honor,
do you have any concrete proof?
I don't
Proof
think
that
we do.
Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodboy and made Miss Sky dispose of his body?
I legitimately don't think we do.
If it is looping us back to this question, then I think we're not supposed to say no.
It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
See, Aji.
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you.
Did we lose?
Feel like it.
Warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
Whoa!
No. Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgy Boy, what do you mean?
Lana?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial.
Lady Liberty? But she's in New York.
We haven't yet heard the honor of hearing her testimony.
I'd
A
hope
lady
they'd have
who
a
knows
lady.
the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edge Boy, who is this person?
Your Honor, please. Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten?
Oh, yes.
The defense is the one calling the witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth. We can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls forth
Lana Sky.
Lana Sky.
Detective Gumshoe. the defendant, Mrs. Lana Sky?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body, in accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edge Boy?
Prosecution has no objection, Your Honor.
Well, the court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now
Hold on.
Huh?
He's back.
Chief Gant, I thought you were going to go eat.
Listen, good Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences.
Threatening witnesses in open court is a
He's
crime.
been threatening everyone here. Well, can't you say something?
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
You can't.
This isn't good.
Of course! You'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just, something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
I'm 90% sure that he's the actual devil. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Your Honor.
School's out. Leave immediately.
Edgeworth.
February 25th, 2:04 p.m. The District Court, Defense Lobby number 2.
Okay, so that took like an hour and 10 minutes.
The next section is probably gonna take at least another hour.
Oh yeah, this is where we're gonna leave off once we get
Looks
to the
like
point.
we managed to stay in the game.
Only to leave the game at the same time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Thanks to
Funny
your
how
help,
that
Edgeworth.
works.
You're welcome.
Hey, Chief. He's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe.
I'm here in the background.
Oh, no.
I'm not a detective anymore. I've been fired today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
Oh no!
My office?
Yes!
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Oh god.
And then you could treat me to the burger.
Hey, hi,
Now you get to feed me burgers every month. Looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How's it always he gets the upper hand?
It's not fair. He has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said?
But, Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. I'm bald.
Risks. What did he mean by that?
It's simple.
Simple.
If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
Hey, it's me, Lon.
It's sorry, I was trying a new voice.
Emma, are you okay?
No!
Yeah, sure. When I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. I killed this son of a bitch. You know, it's funny how I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved.
Yeah. Now I finally know what happened. Really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible, terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me. But damn, did it feel good to shove that guy.
I think you need to stop.
Oh,
Ever since
alright. Okay.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
His eyebrow wiggles.
Look at them
I'm thinking
eyebrows.
really hard about things. What do you mean?
What do you think I mean, you lovable oaf? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. Force herself to do anything and everything the Chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I, stupid Emma, murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Damn,
we live in a
Gumshoe.
society.
Spitting facts.
He got fired. He has a right to say that.
Chief may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery. But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
No, you.
The third time she's remembered it.
Yep. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act. Right,
Emma.
now I'm gonna try my attempt at being a spirit medium.
Emma, why don't you wait?
No longer a medium. I just shit my pants.
Coming
5
with
minutes,
you.
Mr. Right.
I want to be there, in the room, where it happens. When Lana tells the truth, I mean.
Let's go, right? Time to end this together.
To be continued.
be
Wow, we did it.
continued.
Oh,
All
it's
right,
so
we are
cute.
in the end game.
I'm excited.
We are
We finished 2 trials in one day.
We are in the end game. Trial Ladder 2. The
Ladder
final day.
Final
9.83 remix Dream Drop.
All right.
Finally, the final day.
So,
The record.
I want to not look at the Trial Ladder 2 guide as much as possible. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how stuck we get within like 30 minutes of the trial.
To be fair, the only guidance we really needed today was the fucking vase.
Yeah.
And that wasn't something we didn't know. It was just the game being finicky.
That is absurdly finicky. So, crackpot theory spin foil hat time. What's the motive? All right. Well, okay. Gant's hiding something. Do you think he murdered Goodman though?
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
More than likely.
Probably.
absolutely.
I'm honestly like in the case of like, well, I know. Actually, always not best if I speak about what I think happened.
That's true, because you sort of know.
I do.
Aleph,
I do
remove
know.
his vocal cords.
I'm pretty sure Goodman accidentally ate a chocolate bar that Gant really wanted, and Gant seems to be a bit of a psychopath. So
You ate, but Goodman,
I
you
mean-
ate my Klondike bar.
Oh.
I mean,
Mike
Goodman was the
Goodman-
only one who wasn't like fired from being a detective after the case, so he probably knew something from
Yeah,
the get-go.
I
He
think
probably was
it
looking
must have been
into
that.
it just to make sure, discovered that like the chief was blackmailing her, and then it wasn't actually Dark that killed her.
Yeah.
And then when it was about to come to light, Gant, in order to protect himself, killed Goodman.
It
And
can
he
be
did
even
that
as
without
it can be
planning.
even as simple as just Goodman like, hey, let's look into it again.
No.
No.
killed him.
No.
Because Emma also gave her doodle to Goodman and was like, that's who was responsible for everything. So he might have known something already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just gonna finally bring it up again because it was the last day of the
I
case
think-
being.
And I think in terms of motive, it's probably as simple as his self-preservation. Like he
Yeah.
said it himself. He cares about himself, so he's gonna focus on his own power as much as he can.
We were being too big brain before thinking of a giant conspiracy.
This is still a crazy case.
Oh, it sure is, and it's all gonna come to a close.
Did
next
not
week.
expect Lana to actually be responsible for Marshall's death.
That was one hell of a plot twist.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Everyone,
I mean,
everyone in this
it
series
should-
has like extensive trauma,
yeah.
except for
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Except
I'm done to go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
he's
I don't know. He
gaining
did get
trauma.
punched in the
Just for
face by
stealing a
Jeff
$20 bill
Bezos.
once. So.
I mean,
Uh,
his
boss did
mentor
die.
boss person killed, and
Oh,
then
I'm
he
sorry.
had to take
I'm sorry, I
His-
actually forgot about.
He was almost
we
murdered at one
haven't got
point.
to the the full depth of Phoenix's history.
Okay.
He's honestly he's not honestly in a classroom by his peers.
Okay.
Right, I forgot that happened too.
That's why I became a lawyer.
to stop
Because they
being
eat my
bullied.
PB&J.
Okay. I gotta go
I
to bed.
became a lawyer
Have,
Yeah.
by
have a
one
good
best
night, Ian.
friend.
Night, Ian.
Good
Left
night.
me to be
See
accused
you
by my
next
other
week.
best friend.
For the thrilling conclusion.
Phoenix right.
There's been a lack of butts in this trial.
There has been.
There's been a lack of everyone except for like Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Yeah. Well,
I'm busy with a waterfall over my head.
You're not in this episode.
I miss
I-
Maya.
Guess we'll,
Actually
What do you
learning
mean?
some
She's
spirit
here.
shit.
She just renamed herself to Emma.
This is Maya too.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
Night.
Wait,
night,
plot
everyone.
twist.
Good night.
Subscribe or
Goodbye.
something.